Hi, you guys. Welcome back to my Venus through the Sign series. This is for Venus in Sagittarius. So, if in your birth chart your Venus is in a sign of Sagittarius, this is for you. Also, just not to get confused, Venus and the Sun signs are could be different. Usually, well, not usually, but Venus and Sun can both be sitting in the same sign. But this is to focus on Venus, the Venus sign. So in order to find your Venus sign, you can go to any free astrology website such as Astro and enter your birth day, time, and location. And it's going to generate a free birth chart for you, and just look and see where your Venus is placed, what sign is sitting in, and if it's in Sagittarius, this is for you. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to confuse you guys. I was trying to say that sometimes your Venus and Sun can be in the same sign, but that's not always the case, so it's best to check. Okay, so I've already shuffled and cut the cards. Let's go ahead and begin here. Also, I want to thank you guys for liking, sharing, excuse me, and subscribing to my videos. I ask that you all please continue to do so. If you guys are wondering, I am using my Spiral Tarot card deck. And I want to focus on love, but every now and then, other readings will jump out at me, and I'll just have to, if anything else is speaking to me, whether it be dealing with spirituality, career, or your health, then, I just like to make that known as well. And also, you guys, I have some oracle cards that I want to use today. Today is my first time using them. And I've used them on a few of the previous videos. I didn't get to start from Aries, but I'll probably go ahead and make a video afterwards for the ones that didn't get to have that in their video. Okay, so anyway, the heart of the situation, we have the Eight of Swords, Two of Cups, Two of Pentacles, Two of Swords, Knight of Wands, Ace of Wands, Chariot, and Ace of Cups. Okay, so with the Eight of Swords, I feel like you're feeling tied down, possibly to your relationship. I want to say, I don't want to say you're not in it for love, but something about it is stressing you out at the moment. I kind of feel like you're overwhelmed with issues in the relationship. There is a path that I think you want to take. I feel like you're going in a different direction, or your intuition is telling you to go in a different direction, or something about going north. There's a sense of feeling stuck or trapped, but I kind of feel like it is caused by your own fears and insecurities. I feel like you're with a soulmate, but there is something confusing going on. It's like you're in a relationship, and this is obviously to the people who are in a relationship first, but I feel like you're in this relationship, but something about it is not making sense. I feel like it's an on and off again relationship. I feel like this is something that's kind of like a cycle, or something that keeps, it's on and off, it's up and down. It's not really making sense. It's kind of childish. And with this particular deck, when I'm looking at the Two of Pentacles, I can see one flower to me is dead and the other one is alive. And for some reason, you're trying to like, I don't know, you're indecisive about something that's dead and something that has life. Or maybe you're saying, is it dead or is it life to it? And I just kind of feel like you're juggling something about this relationship. Is it worth it? Is it salvageable? But it's a question. I almost want to say, like, maybe you're trying to see if it can be salvaged. Because this, like I said, this dead flower here, and it's like, why would you be trying to decide on something that's dead? And then there's another option over here that is actually viable. So I kind of feel like you're just kind of debating on something. There's something that's ongoing, on and off. If you're just entering a relationship, it could also be that you're trying to juggle two different type of relationships. Or you and your partner are two different people and you're trying to make it work. But there's something going on in your relationship that doesn't quite make sense. And I feel like you're trying to make sense of it. At this point, I feel like you're just leaving it to your intuition. You're not really putting too much effort into this decision. I feel like you're just, this Two of Swords to me is like you're taking a risk, and it's almost saying let the chips fall where they may. I feel like you're risking your well-being, your life. I feel like a lot of things are on the line. And you're taking a chance, and it's like you don't want to see where it's headed. You might honestly already know where it's headed, like your intuition is telling you, but you're not listening to your intuition. It's almost like you're being, I don't want to say hard-headed, but it's like you know where this is going. And you're just like, forget it. You're just kind of taking it lightly. You're just walking on a thin line or treading thin waters. It's almost like one slip and everything could fall apart. Or some of you, I feel like you're being led to a fire sign. Like this fire sign is saying, I'm over here, and something is telling you to go to him or her. Like you could be, or you're falling for someone else, but you're pretending like you're not. But I kind of feel like I don't know, it's like a Sagittarius, Aries, or a Leo. And you kind of feel like you're being led in their direction. This person is very passionate. I want to say they're a wild card or a wild factor. There's something very exciting about this person that I think you're drawn to, but you don't want to admit it. So you're just going to kind of, I don't know, blindly fall into their lap. Or you're allowing yourself to be misled. let's say for instance you're in an established relationship, or your partner, this, remember, if this isn't you, this could be from your partner's point of view. So let's say this is for people in an established relationship, and someone outside the relationship is tempting them, and maybe they're not even putting too much effort into it. Maybe you're just like attracted to this person, but you don't want to admit it, and you kind of feel like you should follow your heart and kind of take a chance on this person because they're wild and exciting. They light your fire. They are really giving you some sort of rush. But right now you're kind of tied down into this relationship, and it's like you're letting yourself mess up on purpose, or like you're trying to, oh, I didn't see this coming. I didn't know, like you get involved with this other person and then you try to act innocent about it. Like, I didn't see it was coming. Oh my God. Woe is me, and maybe not for all of you before you guys get to getting pissed off. Like, I would never do that. But for some of you, somebody that's watching, that's the case. It's just like, you know what you're doing, but you're just kind of acting like, I feel like it's more like a trampoline act. I don't always feel like that with this card with the Two of Swords, but for some reason I'm kind of picking up on someone pretending to be helpless, pretending, look at how they're like, whoa, it's me. For me, I'm just kind of feeling like it's something like they're pretending to be helpless. Like I said, maybe your partner is the one that eventually allows themselves to be led into another relationship or another person, even if it's just like a flash in a relationship, of flash in the pants, whatever. I know old people say that. But it's like, that's their excuse. Like, oh, I didn't know where it was going. This was just my friend, and we were just hanging out, and all of a sudden we slept together. I just kind of feel like that is coming up on a verge. There's something is about to happen like that. I just kind of feel like too, at the same time, even though it doesn't seem, it never sounds good to be cheating. At the same time, I kind of feel like this is some sort of path or journey that you're taking, or that you have to go on. This was something that you planned before you incarnated here on Earth. Speaking, on a metaphysical side, for those of you that are more so into that. But this is what I feel is like, this is part of something that you planned before you incarnated on Earth, even though it doesn't seem like the right thing to do. I feel like your partner may confront you about your actions or your behavior. Like, oh, you were flirting, so you were trying to act like you were innocent. And I kind of feel like you become detached and defensive, and it's like, what are you talking about? And I just kind of feel like you're going to put up like some sort of front, or I don't know, you just get very detached from the situation, or you're acting like you made a choice out of but you weren't emotionally attached to the choice that you made. It was it's like, I just kind of feel like you're making excuses of some sort, or your partner will be making some sort of excuse. I feel like you're driven. I feel like this person, there's a new person coming into your life. If you are single, I feel like someone's driving, you're being pulled, someone is like a magnet, and you're determined to connect with this person. I feel like they're going to offer everything to you. They're going to offer all this love, all this emotions. I feel like they come off as hard-shelled, or like having no emotions. But once you crack open that shell, it's you're going to have like an outpouring of love. Now, also, this could be you, like you're putting on this hard exterior, but within you is all this love that you want to give. But because these are two aces, I'm kind of feel like you're going to have I feel like you're just going to be torn. I feel like you feel stuck. This could be both your partner is offering to start fresh and a new person came into your life at the same time and wants to do something new. Either way, I feel like you're really passionate about both people, which makes you kind of torn and like not knowing in which direction you want to go or who to choose. You're like, both are so tempting. Do I stay with the person that I'm with, or do I give a chance to this new person? Some of you could be dealing with a Cancer as well. Let's see. It's something very magical, I feel, is about to happen. Sorry, you guys. I just wanted to see what else this was I was picking up. You might defend your actions. Somebody's going to be defending what they did. And just really not backing down, like justifying everything that you did, the choice that you made. I feel like you're not making excuses, or they're not going to make excuses. Well, no, I don't want to say not making excuses, but just, I feel like whatever is the case, they're going to have a good reason in their eyes, or the reason that you do whatever you do in your eyes is going to be damn good reason why you did what you did, and you're standing by it, you're sticking to it. Basically, like nobody's going to deter you from the choice that you've made, or you're not going to let anyone make you feel bad about the choice that you make. Either you have gotten involved with someone that is at a distance, or like I said, you're dealing with two people and you're giving to both of them. I feel like you're sharing or spreading yourself thin. I feel like you're trying to give yourself to two different people, or or a person in a job, or a person in a situation. But for the most part, I feel like it's two people that you're trying to divide yourself between. Some of you may be dealing with an Aquarius as well. But this person is, I don't know, something about this person I feel like you're very drawn to. Also, you yourself can just, like I said, you can be very giving. But in this case, I just kind of feel like you're giving yourself to two different people. You're sharing the love that you have between two different people, and you're not really talking about it. You're keeping it to yourself. Some of you may be dealing with someone who's also younger than you. And some of you may be just your child, like you're trying to balance the relationship between your child and the person that you're dating, and you're just kind of spreading yourself thin. The person that you're dealing with may also come off as childish or immature if they're not younger than you. There's this new curiosity I feel that is sprouting from you, though. I feel like something inside of you is growing. You're starting to see something differently. Like you're realizing that you're enchanted or attracted to something something caught your attention. Something you're like a kid, like, ooh, a shiny new toy. And I don't know, it's almost like your curiosities are piqued for this new person or thing that has come into your life. There's someone that's either giving you a lot of attention, or you're feeling like all the attention goes to your partner, but somebody is in the spotlight. Someone is feeling like they need all the attention, needing to be praised, worshipped, just wanting to be the center of attention. I feel like you kind of act like you're on stage, like everything you do is a show. You're being driven by your inner ambitions or your ego. Again, if this is not you, this could be your partner, or this is how someone is viewing you. Like you're wanting all this attention and wanting to be a star or treated like a star, like this star treatment. There's also, at some point, I feel like you're going to become overwhelmed. Like there are too many things that you like. There's a lot of desires that you have that you're not talking about. Feel like you are trying to keep from becoming overwhelmed. Like you don't know what it is that you really want, and you're trying to step back and see what it is that your heart is truly desiring. And I think it's like eventually you're like, you know what, I'm just gonna follow my path. This is the way to go. And you are on some sort of spiritual journey. You're not traveling alone. It's like whenever you get really confused, or at some point when you really feel indecisive, you're suddenly out the blue going to have some sort of clarity and know which path to take. And you're going to realize that you're on a journey. And I feel like you're going to accept it. And you're just going to say, you know what, I just got to be true to myself. And I'm just going to go in this direction. I feel like you're listening to your spirit guides, especially for those of you that are very intuitive. And some of you have some sort of telepathic communication with, I feel like it's someone other than your partner. Like if you are in a relationship, I kind of feel like there's something else outside of your partner that is guiding you to a new direction. You might talk about moving, or like there's this small beam of light, this light at the end of the tunnel, like you're engulfed in all this darkness, and yet you feel drawn to just keep going or keep moving, or just to allow your heart center to guide you to where, you know, whatever decision that you make. And I don't want to say that there is going to be a breakup, but it does look maybe what it is that there's a mutual agreement to go on different paths, because I just kind of feel like there is some sort of confusion happening in the relationship that you don't really want to discuss or confront or talk about. And it's like, you know what you're doing, but you want to pretend like you don't know. But eventually I just kind of feel like you're going to go on that journey alone. Even though you're not alone, you're being guided by angels. There's spirits around you that's helping you in your decision. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what the overall advice is for you guys. Venus and Sagittarius. Advice for the month of March. What is the overall advice? You guys bear with me as I shuffle. I'm still growing to this deck. I just want to shuffle like I normally do, but these cards are huge. All right. Almost finished, you guys. One more time. Okay, so I have healing begins. So, like I said with this journey, and I mentioned your heart center, like it's like a beam of light or some sort of electric unseen force that's pulling you in another direction. And I feel like it may be mutual. If you're in a relationship, I feel like it may be mutual because of the 6. So this is like a mutual decision or a shared belief. I feel like you're coming out. You're being honest about something. You're like, I'm just going to follow, like I said, just following your heart. And you're ready to take off the blinders. So it's like, take off the blinders and just admit that you're following your heart, following your intuition. And then for a lot of you, I feel like you are very intuitive or have some sort of psychic ability with, the indigo around you. Feel like you're coming out into your own person. You're curious about your future. I feel like you're looking out into the world to see where this is guiding you. I just kind of feel like it's your time to shine. Yeah. All right. So you guys remember, these are general readings. For private readings, you would email me, namat76@gmail.com. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. But thank all of you, and many blessings to you all.